Hello happy souls, this is my new project Suzuki Max 100 or revamp, and these are all the chapters which I've categorized for this restoration project. And we are in chapter 8, removing the extra parts. In that there are many things, and let's begin with the rear wheel hub first. And for this you need a 21mm spanner and a 27mm spanner, and for the LH side we can use a 21mm spanner, and for the RH side you can use the 27mm spanner. And the original factory setting comes with a split pin here. Since it is not there, we can directly go to the 27mm nut, and after loosening it, tap a little so that it will protrude at the other end, and we can easily take off the axle bolt from the wheel hub assembly. And after this we have to disengage the rear brake assembly unit, which is connected to the rear brake lever, and another one is the rear brake stay, which holds the brake assembly. And for this you have to use 14mm spanner, and you have to take off the wheel nut. And after taking this, there will be a cylindrical part put back in its place, and put the nut back. And then we have to disengage this stay bracket, and for this you need a 14mm spanner. And at the other end a bolt will be coming, which will be seated inside the wheel hub itself. After loosening these things, we can take the rear wheel hub brake assembly. And after this we can completely remove the axle bolt assembly. And if it is too tight, just shake the wheel assembly and take the axle bolt. And after this is the chain adjuster and the spacer. And then we can take the brake hub assembly, and it is not like Kawasaki bike KB100. We can take the brake assembly even if the wheel is connected to this sprocket. And then taking the wheel hub, we can take the sprocket assembly now. And the same spanner 27mm which we used for the wheel hub for the RH side. And after taking this, we have to take the chain adjuster and the sprocket assembly, and removing this sprocket and the bearing and other things we can see in the upcoming videos in a restoration part. And after putting back, we can move to the rear shocks. And for this you need a 14mm spanner. This is a lady's handle, and in some bikes it might not be present. And after taking this, we have to take the 14mm nut which is at the bottom. Now we can take the rear shocks just by sliding, and do the same at the other side. And one more thing is, next we are going to remove the rear carrier, and this is the one that is also connected to the front the upper part of the rear shocks. And here we are doing the same, and this is already taken off while taking this Arigod unit. And for this carrier, it is just a slide is enough to take the carrier assembly. And taking this, the swing arm will fall, and since the bike is in main stand, it won't be a problem. It will be holding the entire thing. And the front wheel hub is also is on the bike itself, so it will hold the swing arm assembly. And putting back everything in its place, because these are like different part which is not available. And so we have to put back everything, like if you have any doubt in spacers, the washers and other things. And for the carrier, this is the one which is holding as of now, and for this you need 12mm spanner. And because while removing this Arigod, we have used the same bolt which we removed while taking the Arigod assembly, and the front part is connected to the rear shocks which we already removed. And this is how the assembly would come at LH, Arigod, RH which we already removed, and at the front it is connected to the rear shocks. And then moving to the front wheel assembly, and here first we have to disengage the brake assembly and the speedometer cable. And for the speedometer you can use a nose player or a cutting player, whichever is convenient. And after loosening this, we can take off the speedometer cable, and then moving to the front brake assembly. And here also it comes with 14mm spanner. Not only this bike, maximum with 100cc bikes all come with 14mm spanner. The RX 100, the Kawasaki KB 100, the Max 100, everything. And after taking this, the same assembly as we did for the rear wheel, we have to take off the cable, spring and other things. After this, we can take the front wheel axle assembly, and this is a proper way. You have to go with the brake and then the axle nut. At the rear wheel, we have first remove the axle assembly and then move to the brake assembly. And after removing this, at the other end, I'm going to remove it another way. In previous videos you might seen like I would just tap at the other end, and here I'm doing it in an inverse position, and here it is like I'm holding the entire bolt assembly and trying to slide and take the axle bolt. Or you may pull directly with your bare hands. If it is too tight, just shake the wheel. And here in this case we have already removed the rear wheel hub and the wheel assembly, so the bike could fall. So ask a person to hold the bike, or use a jack from your car if it is available. And after taking this, we have to remove the front fork assembly. And now to the fork assembly, the mudguard is connected. So first we have to remove this mudguard with the 10mm spanner. And this is like the bolts are in vertical position. In modern bikes, if you're going to upgrade with the new shocks, that will be coming with horizontal bolt positions, so you can't use this front mudguard. You can see that in the upcoming videos. And after removing this end, do the same for the other end. And I think even the RX 100 comes with this like vertical bolt assembly. I'm not sure, I have to just confirm. And after taking this, we can take the front fork assembly, and for that you need a 22mm spanner. And while removing the number plate, we have already loosened the lower part of the cone assembly, so we are coming to the upper part of the front fork assembly. For this you need a 22mm spanner, and after loosening this, do the same for the other end. Due to the weight, the front fork assembly may come down, so hold it if it is falling, and to avoid damage and other things. And do the same for the other end. This is the upper part of the cone assembly. And one more thing is, if you're going to upgrade with the disc brake or other things, you have to completely change the setting, which you will be seeing in the upcoming video. In this project, I have upgraded with the Star City's front alloy wheels, and for that I made some things like to modify the bike, and I will be telling that in the upcoming videos. And then this is the part which we removed while taking the number plate. Just loosen it, and since the bike is in rusty condition, it was little hard, and it was not freely coming. And just pull it, and do the same for the other end also. And this is a rubber boot which covers the dust entering into the bike, and that are all like in very damaged position. And if it is not coming, there will be a mild gap which will be hugging the front fork assembly. You can use a screwdriver and enlarge the spacing between them. And this is the one, and you can enlarge the space just by hitting. Do the same for the other end, and you can also use a WD-40 for this rust remover, and we can take the entire assembly now. And after taking this, don't keep the suspension in horizontal position, because fluids will be inside and it will be leaking, and at the upper rubber part will be coming. And put the bolt in its place and tighten it, give a hand tight, and then keep the shocks in a vertical position. This is the like tightening position, and this one I will be doing afterwards. And then we can move to the horn assembly, headlight, and other things one by one. This is the one which stops the oil bleeding. And then for the horn, we have to use 10 mm spanner, and we have to remove these two bolts. And in Kawasaki we saw like it is connected with the number plate, horn assembly, and the lower part of the cone assembly. Here it is like number plate is connected as a different part, and horn is connected to a different part. And after this, disengage the wiring systems, and then moving to the headlight assembly. Here it was already broken and everything is like taped, and the proper way is to take the headlight first and the one which I'm removing. And for this one you need a 12 mm spanner, and if you take like this, the entire headlight would fall, but I don't have any other ways, so I'm taking like this. And in some cases inside a bolt will be there that will be rotating, but in this headlight it will be holding with the headlight assemblies package itself. Everything was stuck and I can't use a screwdriver, so I'm breaking this, and I have took everything from it. And first remove the headlight assembly, just slide and take the front headlight bulbs. Everything is rusty and I have to change with a new one. Inside the focus light is like completely gone. And here like two ports will be there, one for the taking the wiring from the wiring kit, and other from the like switch gears, headlight assembly, and other things in and out for clear understanding. And this will be like socket type, pin type, and other things. If you have done some hack, it would be like different types, like 4 pin, 6 pin, and other things. And how will you identify is the wiring connection, the color of the wiring. You have to match everything, and you have to take the wirings. Here main thing is like the main wiring. One is like the LH side, the other one is the RH side, and the ignition system, that is the instrument cluster. And after taking the speedometer cable with the cutting bar or nose player, we can take off the main speedometer console. And for this you need a 10 mm spanner. It is connected to the upper part of the cone assembly with two brackets. That bracket is connected to the speedometer console. And here the wirings would be coming for the display unit, and for the ignition system and indicator, oil level, and other things, and high beam and other things. And for time being I'm putting back everything in its place. And then coming to the indicator assembly. Here the indicator is connected to the front part of the bracket assembly, which holds the front fork assembly. And for this you need a 14 mm spanner. Not only for this one, the RX, the Kawasaki KB100, and all other things comes with a 14 mm spanner. And here it was like rotating and I couldn't take off, so I'm taking the entire bracket assembly which holds the headlight unit, which is connected to the fork assembly. And here at the top, like it is connected to the rubber unit. And for time being I'm holding it and I'm taking the entire indicator assembly. Here one is connected to the earth, that is a negative one, and another one is connected to the wiring system. And this is a clip which holds the front speedometer cable and the brake assembly. And this part is not available till date. I have completely restored this vehicle, and for time being I'm using the strap for holding the these two things. and then moving to the switch and lever assembly. This is the LH side, which comes with high beam, low beam, and the horn assembly, which is assembly for holding the choke cable, the clutch cable, and other things. And here for this you need a screwdriver. Since the screw was already worn out, I'm just using an impact tool to take off the entire uh, switch and lever assembly. And it is already broken, so I have to think whether we can use it or we have to buy a new one. And this is the grip unit, handle grip unit. And for cable unit, just slide and take the clutch cable unit. And for the RH side, here comes the accelerator unit, and for this we have to remove these two screws. And after disengaging this, we can take the lower part, that is the accelerator cable's lower part, and inside it there will be a stud. This will be holding the accelerator cable, so you have to keep everything in safer place. This is the one which I said. And then moving to the handlebar assembly. After taking this, we can move to the handlebar assembly. And for this you need a 12 mm spanner, and there are 4 bolts which will be holding this handlebar. And while removing, use a crisscross pattern. And for taking this, we can use one we can completely remove, and one just at the edge is enough, because the space will be there, so that I'm putting back the bracket in its place. And after this, I am putting every bolts in its place. And we can move to the lower riser part, and this is called the riser, which gives the height of the handlebar. And here it has a split pin underneath, and a nut, and a washer inbuilt connected to the rubber part. This comes with a 13 mm nut, and this is the lower part, and upper is lower is connect, and upper and lower comes with a rubber part, and at the top it comes with a washer, and it is like in a conical shape. And after taking these risers, I am putting back everything in its place. And coming to the main cone assembly, and for this you need a 22 mm spanner for taking this upper part of the cone assembly, and this is the one which was holding the speedometer console and other things. And it also has a washer in it. And after this we can move to the other things for removing the lower part. And this is the main assembly which holds the entire cone assembly. The plastic parts are already broken. and if you slide and remove the upper part, inside the bearing ball will be there and it may fall, so be careful and take the entire lower part. And at the lower we have to remove a small part of the bearing unit, and at the this is the lower part of the main chassis cone unit, and you take the axle bolt and try to tap at the edge, and you may completely remove the bearing unit, sorry, the cone set bearing unit. This is the one which will be coming at the lower one, and this is the top one. Tap at the edge all around so it will easily slide and come. This is the one, and between the balls will be coming, and other and the upper part will be coming, and this is the RR unit. And in some bikes it was assembled in a different condition, and while seeing this, it was assembled in other condition. I don't know which is original one. As of now I'm going with the one which you are seeing now. And after taking the RR unit with a 10mm spanner, just disengage the wiring system, and moving to the CDI and spark plug ignition coil unit. And this is connected with two screws, and you use a screwdriver for that. And after taking this to that, the CDI unit is also connected. And after that, engage every wiring system from the unit, and we can see you in another video like this. Thank you.